What's going on, guys? Welcome back to LOI Fan TV. Today I'm joined by Luke for a very special video. We're going to be doing our team of the season so far. We've, of course, kind of hit that halfway point. Some of the teams have played 19 games. I think six of the teams have played 17 games. So, kind of a nice little halfway stage. Take a look at the game so far, take a look at all the players, and put together an 11 that we feel has been the team of the season so far. As I said, I'm delighted to be joined by Luke for this. Luke, how are you, man?
Oh, good. Yeah, no, I look forward to getting into this now. As I said, it's mad that we're more than halfway through the season, so it's gonna be enjoyable. Summing it up and picking some of the best players.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Before we jump into it, guys, if you're going to enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like on it down below, and please do subscribe. It is much, much appreciated. But Luke, in terms of formation, are we gonna? I think we do our own team. Do you have a team set yourself?
Yeah, I've a team ready. Yeah, do you?
Yeah, cool. I have a team ready as well. I wasn't sure if you want to try and come together, but I think we just have our own
Yeah,
separate teams. It's cool. Uh, what formation is your team? I think I know,
I
I
have
know, but
4-4-2.
4-4-2, cool.
Yeah,
I had that back when I remember you saying that to me before, so I did the
yeah.
same. But I found it a little bit tricky to be fair. But I
Do,
did
do,
do
you-
the
do,
same.
you- do you want to argue? How do you want to do it? Do you want to just pick two teams, or we argue for our team?
We'll pick our teams and then we can argue if we're
Okay.
different. If we have varying players, we can have a discussion on
Okay.
whichever one. Do you want to kick us off and go?
Yeah. Speaks for itself. 10 clean sheets this season, 9 goals conceded in 17 games. Brendan Clark, and just speaks for itself. The only time I saw him live this season was in Pala, and he saved the penalty. So, yeah, he's my keeper this season. What do you think?
Yeah. I drew up a shortlist. I did have Ed McGinty on it, but he's probably not been quite up to be. He's played it quite well, to be fair to him. Brian Maher's had a decent year. As I said, Brandon Clark. I put down. I was looking into Casper at Bowes as well. I think he's gone under the radar a little bit. I've been quite impressed by him, to be fair. But the goalkeeper, I have gone with nine
Oh,
clean sheets and
Jesus
not quite
Christ.
10, not quite 10, but he is sitting at the top of the league. And it is Connor Kearns. It is the main man himself. He should be in the
This
Ireland
is
squad, the man who's brought in to replace Brendan Clark, Connor Kearns.
this is just going to be a Shells 11 for you. You're just going to pick every
It's the
Shells
top of
player.
the league. Like, you have to make it fair, and you have to reflect that. 9 points clear, like, you have to reflect it. Like, 9 points clear of Bowers, so six clear of Derry. You have to reflect. It's only fair. No, Connor's been fantastic this season. Only the one clean sheet. The difference between him and Brendan Clark. Brendan Clark has been fantastic as well. To be fair, and I do have some Galway representation in my defence. But Connor Kearns for me, that distribution wise, vocally, everything for me, he's just been a superstar, and I have slotted him in, and he's been the best goalkeeper in the league for the last 18 months. So
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from in relation to who's the best goalie in the league, but I'm going solely off who's going to win the Golden Glove at the end of the year, and I just think whichever keeper keeps the most clean sheets, if you're going to put two and two together, that's what I think makes the goalie of the season. Now, I know there's some extreme circumstances if a keeper's keeping a team down the bottom of the league in it, like an Ed McGinty, a Sligo. But
yeah,
I get
yeah,
what you're
yeah.
saying with Kearns, but I just Brendan Clark, the man's near. I don't know if he is 40. Is he nearly 40? Like he's
He'd be
been
getting late 30s, I'd say.
as
Yeah,
long as
yeah.
I've been watching the league, he's been in it. And I saw they loaned in a keeper to start the season, and I was thinking, Jesus, is he even going to get a game for Galway? And now
Yeah,
he's a man for them. So
yeah.
yeah,
He
I'm
has.
fighting his corner.
No, yeah, I'm not taking anything away from not taking anything away from it all. But one thing I would say is that Galway do play so defensively. Like, it is like such an organized structure. Like, they kind of don't go too expansive at all, really. So he does get kind of a good bit of cover and kind of two blocks of four, whatever, in front of him. So they are quite a structured shape. And well, I suppose you could say similar-ish for Shells at times, but I would say they're a bit more expansive than a Galway. But yeah, a bit of disagreement on the first one anyway.
On to the next one.
On to the next. At right back, did you have any candidates you were thinking, or did you have a person in mind?
Now I know who you're going to say, and to be fair, I want to give it an honorable mention. Like Sean Gannon has been solid this season, and I actually
Yeah,
had him on my team at one point. I suppose I was just like, I want to be a bit different here. I want to kind of let's have a discussion about it. I watched us play Waterford this season, right? Like I think
yeah.
twice or two or three times. I just Dara Power, I heard he's like the Waterford Cafu. Is that what they call him? I
He's
don't
been
know.
fantastic this season, in
But
fairness to him. Yeah,
every time I watch him, he looks unbelievable. I'm like, I'd actually love him to play for us. And I just
yeah.
think he gets so much energy. He got an assist against Drogheda in their last game.
Because that's a
And
five at the back as well. He's kind of a wing back, isn't he, as well?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, he
yeah,
gets up
yeah,
and
yeah,
down. Yeah, he kind of
yeah,
reminds me like Simon Madden, who used to be in the league. He's a bit like
yeah.
that sort of like bombing forward right back. Now they've only 4 clean sheets this season, but every time I watch him, he has pace, he has power, and he's someone I could see really going on. into being a phenomenal player in the league and even beyond. So yeah, I think so far this season he's impressed me both. So I'm going to say Dara Power.
Yeah, yeah, no, it is someone that I was considering. Obviously, Sean Gannon was someone else I considered. And there was one other person. I'm kind of still tossing it around in my head because I don't think either of the three have blown me away, I wouldn't say, but I'd say that they've all had good seasons so far. I had Ronan Boyce at Derry down as well. I think he's kind of a young player that's has done really well for them so far, and he's kind of nailed down that starting spot this season so far. So I think he deserves a shout as well. I'm going to agree with you on Dara Power. I think he's had a really, really impressive season. We kind of know what Gannon's all about. He's missed a couple of games, Gannon, I think, as well, where Wilson's had to fill in at right full and stuff. So yeah, I'm happy. I'll go with Dara Power as well. I think he definitely deserves a mention.
I was
Yeah.
expecting a 10-minute argument
Yeah.
there.
So, do you know what? Like, fair enough. Like, so, we got the left back next. Then, for me here, I had a couple of options down, but I think the standout, I imagine you might be thinking similar, is Evan Weir at Drogheda United.
Yeah. No, he like 4 goals, 2 assists from a left back. Like he's a
Mm,
joint top scorer with France Barreau. Like uh it's just for a left back. Like he kind of obviously he signed up to Walsall. He's going over
yeah,
in the summer potentially. Like kind of came back and you're like, oh, he's just got to go through the motions here and wait for his big move in the summer. And he's just like from set pieces, he's just different. Like he's arguably a better free kick taker than Mulroney, and he's be regarded as the best in the league. So yeah,
yeah.
I just don't know where Drogheda would be without him. I think he's definitely been their best player this season, and he speaks for himself. Left back. I can't even think of another left back that comes close to him, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of like slim enough pickings to be honest. Maybe I think Hutchinson and Sligo has been decent to be fair. He's popped up with a few goal contributions. I think then
Mm.
maybe like I think Anto Breslin's been okay, but he's not really been fantastic. Like so
Yeah.
yeah, maybe like Wilson and Ledwidge have kind of rotated and stuff as well. I don't think there's anyone from Rovers you'd think so. Yeah, Paddy Kirk at Bowes. No one really that you'd think, oh wow, like so. Yeah, I think more than deserves his place in this team. It's probably one of the more comfortable picks on the board. You'd imagine. We'll move into central defense then. You want to do this one at a time or just throw both out there?
Say throw both because you never know. Like we might miss
Yeah.
each other. You know?
I think one of mine. I'm going to go with Gavin Malloy. He's been outstanding this season. He's been a real standout. And it was actually a tough enough pick between him and Barrett. To be fair, they've both been really, really consistent. And I was tempted to kind of throw them both in there, but I just took one to two. I think Malloy the pair of them have just been rock solid, played every game pretty much, I think. And yeah, it's distribution wise, strength, everything. He doesn't seem to have any weaknesses. He's been so good, and he's been fantastic. Then I wanted to show Galway some love here, as I mentioned. I didn't put Brandon Clark in, so I wanted to give them a centre half in, and I was torn between I think it's Killian Browder and Rob Slevin. I went with Slevin in the end. Um, just about. But yeah, it was kind of tight enough between the two of them. But so yeah, I went for Malloy and Rob Slevin. What did you think? What did you go for?
Yeah, like as you said, like I have a shell center off in here now. I actually went for the latter in Paddy Barrett.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
fair.
think I just think if you were to obviously Malloy, we know his potential, we know he's going to go on to great things in his career. But I just think Paddy Barrett is just the glue. Like
Yeah,
his experience is so underrated. Like anytime we've played views, like he's just kind of he's been a bit he has an extra bit of bite about him, bit of aggression. Like you're almost you're foaming at the mouth watching him defend because you're like
yeah.
he's doing all the dark arts and he's just everything that embodies a Damien Duff defense and I just think he's been a powerhouse, 8 clean sheets this season, so he is one of mine. And then the other, I kept the local. I went for a Rovers player. I went Josh Honahan. And now I know at the back this season we've been poor. Like well I say poor. You know what?
How,
6 clean sheets. It's
how are
not
you
too bad.
lecturing? How are you lecturing me over picking Connor Kearns? You're putting in Josh Honahan like.
No, because he's been a quality. He's probably been like if we're the season was to end now, he'd probably be one of our best players.
Did
Like
you
he's
see the
played.
ball sailing over his head
Yeah,
at Tala the other
that,
night?
that, that,
Did you see?
that was the
Did you
bad
miss
one. But
that?
sure, look, Connor Curtis has had moments too. He ran out against Bowles like a madman, and Jordan Flores danced around him.
Yeah, I know to be fair, I actually have just see I've seen Jonan, but especially against Shells as well. But
Yeah.
I've seen him a few other times as well. I have been really, really impressed with him, to be fair. But and I think you said this, if I'm not mistaken, that he has played at wing back at times this season. Does that play
Yeah,
into it a little
he,
bit?
he's a
Or?
centre half by trade, but he has
Yeah.
played like left wing back to do a
Mm.
job. And to be fair, like in a defense that's been crap this year. Like I know we've kept 6 clean sheets, but it's been grim.
Yeah.
Like he's been consistent amongst the chaos. Like he's like you can't take him out of that. Like you can take Pico and Cleary and all out before him, and he just kind of came from a core team and got relegated. And I just watch him, and he kind of reminds me a bit like Liam Scales. He kind of reminds me a bit like that. So yeah, I've been really impressed with him. I know we haven't. we're not top or whatever, but we're not the best defense in the league. But I definitely think
Mm.
he's valued for his money so far.
Yeah, yeah. No, he has been. He has been good, to be fair. I just, yeah, a goal at their half not getting in is interesting. I think the two of
Well,
them
the
will
goal,
probably
Brendan Clark. You
that's
know
your
what I mean?
representation. Yeah, yeah. Even maybe McJanet or something at Derry or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Every time we play Derry, yeah, I don't even know how I don't know how they're what are they like 2 points off? It's like we're having the worst season ever here, and there it's like
Is there what would they be 3 points ahead of you? Is it?
three. Yeah, well, whatever it is, I just
Yeah.
think that Derby are every time I watch them play, I'm not convinced. Like Aaron Green looks like, you know, what I mean, looks like prime Shawnee Maguire when he plays against that Derry defense. I think you can be putting in any Derry defenders.
Yeah, yeah, no, I don't hate that 100 shade to be fair, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's interesting. I think you could have doubled up on shells there to be fair. Uh,
but
we'll move into our midfields then. We'll start off on the right hand side. And I narrowed it down to three in the end. I'm gonna name my three and see if you have picked one from these three. I know he's played right wing back, but I've gone with Dara Burns as an option. I've gone with Brandon Kavanagh. And I've gone with who I think I'll select, but I'm not 100% sure just yet, is Asamoah from Waterford.
yeah, I have Brandon Kavanagh down as an honorable mention. I have gone with Dara Burns, just because and I know it sounds biased from a Rovers fan, but he hasn't played in a month. He has 3 goals, 4 assists, and ever since we've taken him out of the team, we've actually been crap. Like he's
Yeah,
definitely, I think he's been
yeah.
our player
No,
of
he
the
was
season.
class. Yeah.
He's unbelievable. Like, and yeah, I was even saw MK Don fans on Twitter were saying before his injury, like we need to get him back playing for us. Like he's just been the
League
game
Two,
changer.
like he'd be
Yeah.
killing them. And like
No,
if they can get him playing League Two, like no bother. Like
no
Jesus.
bother,
Yeah.
100%. I just don't think he was given a chance there.
No.
And as I said, he's been injured nearly a month now, and the results show it. Like, I
Yeah.
think he walks into any team in the league. To be honest, I think he's
Yeah.
a box office. So Dara Burns is mine.
Yeah, fair, fair. Yeah, I can't argue too much with that. Brandon Kavanagh, funny enough, kind of surprised me. That he has only one goal, but he has 7 assists, which is quite impressive to be fair.
Yeah.
And then Asamoah, then I think he has 6 goals and 1 assist, and I just think his explosion into the League of Ireland has just been so exciting, and he's such a exciting player to watch, and he's a handful for any fullback he comes up against. So that's why I think I'm going to go with him, just to change up a little bit and just to. That's actually a full Waterford right hand side for me, I believe. But yeah, I think I go with Asamoah just on that right hand side. Just for a little bit of a change. But I think I do feel like I'm doing Dar Burns a little bit harshly there, to be fair, because I have been really, really impressed. Maybe the fact he's playing as kind of a wing back maybe justifies my selection a little bit more, but still it feels a little bit a touch harsh, to be fair. I'm not angry at your pick there. I think that's a good shout. Like,
Yeah, like I think if Asamoah had a 6 goals were a bit of a better spread, like I know he got the hat trick against Dundalk, which was fantastic. But then
yeah,
if you take that game out of his 3 goals, 1 assist, so I was just sort of looking conclusively goals and assists, kind of the
get you.
spread. And I think Dara Burns has like impacted a number of our games this season, so that's why I'm going with him.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Um, On the left-hand side, then, I think this is fairly self-explanatory, but there is a couple of other options. Of course, we do have Dale Rooney, 2 goals, 6 assists, which is quite impressive from him. Michael Duffy, 4 goals and 3 assists, but this has to be the best player in the League of Ireland Premier Division. It's got to be the man who scored a double at
William.
Tala on Friday. It's of course Mr. William Jarvis with 7 goals and 3 assists to his name this season, and he's just magic, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a baller. Unfortunately for us,
Yeah,
it just seems like every time he plays now he scores. He's
yeah,
just
yeah.
yeah, like it was a bit of a last minute sign for you to get him back, a bit unexpected. I thought
Yeah,
that
absolutely. I thought
like
the whole thing
Harry,
was dead, like that
I
relationship.
thought that if one of them were to come back, it'd be Harry Wood, and then when I saw
Yeah.
Jarvis come back, I was like, oh, interesting.
There's like very vague talk of Harry Wood coming back in the summer, which would be fucking believable. Like, but
That'd be
who
class.
knows? Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, but as I said, 7 goals, 3 assists, like played in all your 19 games, like the perfect last minute signing, just to walk, like missed most of preseason, walk straight into the team, plays every game, and yeah, he's the top of the league, and he's probably going to win PFAI Player of the Year as things stand.
Unless
So
he gets
yeah,
recalled or something. That's how good he's
yeah,
playing. Like,
yeah,
I know it's a penalty, of course, but that second penalty at Rovers, just the way he's like so calm, just pings the top bins, like such a pressure penalty to go 2-0 up against your title rivals away from home. And he's as calm as you like, just buries a top corner. It's just like this fella's just a joke. Like, I know Duff kind of came out after the game and said if he was any more laid back, he'd be on the floor and all this kind of stuff. So he's such a chilled out guy, like, like he's just nothing phases him. And you can just, oh, that penalty just summed him up, just pinging the top bins. Like,
Yeah, now the first one, now don't get me started on Leon. The first one,
Yeah,
well,
I
the
didn't
run
think the
was
first one, to
beautiful.
be fair. Yeah, he could have got a. Did he get a hand, like a slight hand to it or something? Did he?
I don't
Yeah.
know why. It's like he missed it or something. I went through him.
Because
I
it
don't
wasn't the
even.
best penalty, to be fair. Yeah, it's kind of a decentish
Second,
height and stuff.
second one was class though. Past the top ends, like just like
Yeah.
different level to the league, isn't he? So
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he's a class act. He's a joy to watch, and if Chelsea can keep a hold of him until the end of the season, it'll be a massive boost in their title challenge. We'll move into the midfield then. A couple of names I have had down. I'm going to start off with one that I think is a hopefully a banker for both of us. It's Mark Coyle. I hope he's in your team as well. I hope for your sake he's in your team.
you know what? I was making this team and I was like, I actually don't think I'll be allowed on this channel again if I didn't put it in. I have underneath his name in my notes, I have Captain Mr. Consistent.
Dead right, dead right, dead right.
So let's get that in
Oh,
there.
he's
Like it's
oh
that
he's
like 2 goals, 1 assist. It doesn't sound great, but then again, he's a
that's not
six.
his
So,
game though. That's not his
yeah,
game. Yeah, yeah.
exactly. So
And
it's
they're
kind of
big
hard
goals
to
as well.
look on paper and be justified. You just have to kind of watch it as to understand it. But yeah, I fully agree with you. Mark Cole has definitely been
He was
outstanding.
excellent on Friday in Tala as well.
Yeah,
And the goals he scored, I think, was against one was against you at home in a tight win, and then the other was away at Drogheda for a draw where like I think I'm not sure if you saw that one, but like he showed such determination and bravery to get in, and just big goals and big moments, and it's just yeah, he's
just
fantastic,
a
and yeah,
captain. Just
yeah,
what everything
he's a
you want in a
captain.
captain, you know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. What was your second midfielder?
I went with Will Patching. I have 4 goals, 2 assists. I just think every time like I haven't besides we've been playing Rovers, I haven't watched much of them. But when I watch any of their highlight packages, like he's there amongst it going forward, like some cracking finishes. I know he takes penalties for them as well ahead of Pat Hoban, which kind of shows how technically good he is.
Yeah,
And yeah, as I said, I think he is probably Derry's best player. As far I know, they've Duffy and they've Hoban, but they're probably in the back end of their career, whereas Patching's kind of in his prime and
yeah,
can only
yeah,
probably
yeah.
get better. So yeah, I have Will Patching. Who do you have?
Yeah, I was the exact same. The other options I was looking at was kind of maybe I looked at a few of the Bows lads, Clark here maybe or Jordan Flowers. So I think I've actually been quite impressed by Flowers this season and pouring up those side. He's been one of the kind of standouts, those two lads there. Um, Ed McCarthy, he's probably more of a left hand side player,
Hmm.
probably. So you probably couldn't put him in the middle, but probably deserves a mention. Yeah, I remember Patching as well. He's just a class act. I think he's one of those players that maybe isn't as consistent as he could be, just given his like outrageous talent, like he clearly
Hmm.
has. Like some of the goals he scores are just like he just makes it look easy, pinging in from 30 yards and stuff. Like he's just
Yeah.
insane. But sometimes it kind of reminds me of McElhenney a touch as well, where it's like they're so talented, but sometimes they look like they could be arsed or something, you know, that kind of way. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I stuck him in beside Coyle as well. Yeah,
Honorable mention of Ellis Chapman there as well. Just
yeah,
four
good
goals, one
shout.
assist. Like, coming into the league. Yeah. Where did he come from again? He came from League Two, Cheltenham Town, wasn't it? The League
Cheltenham,
One.
I think it was Cheltenham. Is he on
Yeah.
loan from Cheltenham or is he
He's on.
permanent?
I think
Loan, I
he.
think, yeah.
I think he is on loan. Yeah, but as I
Yeah.
said, like some big goals he's come up with as well. Like the 4 goals in
Couple
the
of
well
crackers,
spread.
yeah.
So yeah, no, definitely deserves a mention too.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. The two strikers then, I didn't actually think there was a whole lot to pick from here, to be honest. Put down four names in the end. I'd be interested to hear. I think I know the two you've gone for, but I'd be interested to hear what you said.
Yeah, I think the 4 names you're referencing is Hooban, Ammond, Green, and Kenny. Are they your four
Yeah,
you're talking?
that's
And
correct. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I think Boyd's probably not been, or
yeah.
Martin have been having in. That's the
I think
starting of
Boyd,
games, but
maybe if Boyd, came earlier in the season, was a bit more active. He'd be
because he
definitely in
scored
the
some
top
massive
three.
goals for us this year. He scored
Yeah.
some huge goals for us this season, but it's just he hasn't been kind of starting enough games as of yet. So we'll see how he kind of. I think Duff had mentioned that he's still kind of minded him, because he's suffered two or three career-ending injuries already at the stage. He's only 25 and he's suffered that
Mm,
couple of really bad injuries. So they're kind of
yeah.
still looking after him a little bit. So yeah, so I don't think he can be mentioned in this just yet.
I'm going to surprise you here. I initially had Aaron Green in my team, and then I watched Drogheda v Waterford, and Avid won the game from 2-0 down. So I had to put in Paul Jones. I just think he's been ever present for them. He's kind of came in to fill big boots that Ronan Coughlin left.
Yeah,
And yeah, like despite his age and despite the kind of the initial jokes of when he signed to kind of go home to Waterford to retire, like he's made all the doubters eat their words. So yeah, he's been a mainstay in their team, and I think he's well worth his value of being in the team. And I put him alongside Pat Hoban. who I know has been injured in the last few games, but and has came back in on Friday. But yeah, 9 goals, 1 assist. So far this season, like he's hit the ground running too, and I don't think I think Derry would be having a really lackluster season if it wasn't for him. So yeah,
Yeah.
they're my two. Who are yours?
Yeah, I've Hoban is my definite, and then I'm similar to you in terms of a little bit torn between Almond and Green. Because I think Green has one more goal contribution. I think Green has 8 goals, 1 assist. Almond just has the
Mm,
8 goals, no assists.
yeah,
And as you said, I don't know if that I know you kind of used it on the Asamoah point. Is like if it's scoring a hat trick in one game, kind of like stat padding a touch, like but not really because they were kind of important goals. So it doesn't really like it's not like
yeah.
they
Like
went they won the game 4-0. It was 4-2. Like they need to score, I guess. But
he scored the winner in Daily Mount, the 1-0.
yeah,
And there's some other games that I can't come to my mind at the moment, but I just feel like if you were to take him out, like if you were to take Aaron Green out of Rovers with Johnny Kenny, if you
it'd be
take
fine.
Hodge
Yeah,
Hammond out of Waterford, they're probably below Drogheda, you know.
yeah.
So I think that's the difference for me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll agree with you. I'll go with Paul Jammett. He's been fantastic. 36 now or something as well. It's incredible what he's been able to do at this age as well. And I think people have seen kind of strikers come back to the league, and sometimes it can be hit or miss at that age in terms of what you're going to get sometimes. But he's been a revelation, and he's been so important for them this season. And yeah, deserves his place in the team. And as you mentioned, Hoban as well, just kind of another one where you know what you're going to get. You're going to get double figures from him every season, so he kind of probably makes this team every year. Really, to be fair to him. So, will it be enough to drive Derry to the title? Possibly not. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's our teams, guys. I'll have them on screen there so you can have a look back. But yeah, Luke, what do you think? Who has a better team? They're pretty similar, to be fair, aren't they?
Yeah, they're fair. They're fair. I'm just trying to think of your. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that Galway centre half might cost you.
Josh Owen, no
Josh
bouncy
Honahan
balls,
and
no
Paddy
bouncy
Barrett.
balls.
That's a lovely partnership. Yeah. Paddy's experience and Josh's ability, and they just come together, and it's just beautiful, in my opinion.
How many Rovers players did you squeeze in there somehow? Like
Two,
two or three, like two,
two,
was
and
it? Yeah.
two, and they're yeah, the two youngsters, unfortunately. Yeah,
The two youngsters as well, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah. The worst season in a long time for you so far, but still managed to squeeze
Yeah,
two
two
in.
in them. That's it. You know, that's the standards we're setting. But sure, look,
Yeah.
hopefully now at our end of the season, team will have a few more. You never know.
Yeah, yeah, I'll have to wait and see. Guys, let us know your team of the season so far, your half team of the season, down in the comments below. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like and please do subscribe. It is much, much appreciated. Take it easy, guys. Catch you in a bit.